Hello? I'm sorry, I can't come to work today. I've got a cat on my lap. My mom also was on, she just like video called me. She was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "About to stream." And she's like, "Oh, I didn't even realize it was Friday." I'm like, "Yeah, we're in that time period right now. Captions, you're open. Where like no one actually knows what day it is." And I'm like, don't even worry about it. Hi. Okay, bye. You were just helping me get stream ready. Okay. You just had to help and bite my hand. Got it. Got it. I have to show you all something. I was looking through the Hirschner's catalog that I got the other day with like, oh yeah, you know, a bunch of Christmas stuff on sale. And I just need to know if anyone else is bothered by this. Let me get it. First of all, I did want to say that there were a couple of Hirschner's kits that actually had male and female cardinals together. Like, properly. And then there were a couple where they were what we expect. We have the gay cardinals. But I thought it was really funny that there were actually some... I was like, look! Accurate! Time is fake right now, yeah. Not the slightest clue of the day until Nathan's mom asked if you were you're having fried. Oh, are you girls chasing each other? Hi, Smiley! Oh, I hope that you enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing and your ability to scream, which is quite possibly the most exciting ability now that you have. Where? Okay. I just need to know if anyone... I'm not even going to say what's wrong with it. Okay? Yeah, that was nice chasing. I was actually really impressed the other day when I wanted to take pictures of them doing that. Remember I told you all about how I wanted to do that, like, Christmas photo that was, like, really viral where, like, people are taking pictures in, like, a cardboard box and, like, stacking them so that's, like, Christmas tree. Like, everyone is in their own box, but, like, it's decorated, so it's cute. And doing it with the cats was a nightmare. That's besides the point. There's gonna be a lot of photoshopping. A lot of photoshopping. But what was funny to me, or amazing, I guess I should say, is that I tossed a treat at one point because I needed to get a better picture of one of the girls, and they both ran after it, and Artie just stopped and let Pippin take it and was like, "That's fine, you can have it," and then came over to me and I gave her one. Like, there was no fighting. Because I was like, if that was Maple, Maple would have, like, throat punched Artemis or Pippin to be like, "That's my snack." So I was, like, real impressed by that. Hey, Jess. Hi, Emily. Okay. This is a plastic canvas kit, which I thought was really cute. Who knows what's wrong with it? What about this is going to bother me? Or anyone, really. Who, like... He's too food motivated, yeah. It was just really nice to see, like, especially with treats, because treats are, like, higher value than food. It's not like, oh, it's just like their kibble. Like, it's a treat. That's special. So it was the fact that they didn't fight over treats that I was like, go girls. Like, you get extra snacks. Hey, Mia. Thank you. Thank you, Allison. Because I'm like, this is such a cute kit. I like that they all have different, like, little festive outfits. And there's Rudolph. But where in the heck? You're missing one. All right, let's just, we have Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and... No Blitzen. That would make me so angry. They're adorable. I think they're cute too. Yeah, some of the eyes need to be like... I think that this Rudolph and this one have the best eye designs, and I would probably redesign the other ones to match a little better. Blitzen had the flu. They do all have antlers, which is okay. That's fine. That means that they're girl deer. But yeah, I was like... I was flipping through the magazine and like looking at some of the Christmas stuff, and I was like, you either could have just not included Santa, or included all of the reindeer. It even says, because I was like, maybe they just didn't show it because, like, aesthetically, for, like, photo purposes, they needed to only have 9. Nope, it says it comes with 8 reindeer pictures. Or 8 reindeer pattern. And I'm like... But you're missing one, then. But that's not how the song goes. I was trying to remember, there was one other thing. Oh! It's like, what was the other thing I saw in the catalog that was so interesting? They do! Isn't that cool? It's like a nutrient thing almost. Yeah, I remember learning that. Like, there's, I think, a book out there about how all of Santa's, reindeer are technically girls because of the antlers. So I thought that this was really cool. I don't know how many of you have seen the Red Heart Granny Square yarn, where basically if you have the perfect tension, like the absolute most perfect of tensions to match, that it will make 14 granny squares with one ball, and you don't have to change the color. Like, but your tension has to match spot on. Otherwise, you're screwed. It's neat, though, like, the idea that you don't have to, like, change color every round. Well, look at this look at this kit. This uses that yarn, and I thought it worked up so interestingly. So, like, they have one granny square, and then it's just, like, stripes. But I thought it looked really cool. Because I know that there were a lot of people who got really annoyed by trying to, like, get the squares perfect every time. And I was like, that's such a, like, I don't know. I just thought that was, like, a really neat idea. Hello. There is a flower one now, yeah. And it all has to be spot on. Possibly? Look at these. These made me giggle. They're dancing Christmas trees. It's a cross-stitch kit. Oh, God. Oh, and this. I sent this to James. And then we're going to get started. We got our last Finish Friday of the year. We're going to work on a hedgie. We're going to work on a dragon. Y'all, this Santa is a plastic canvas cross-stitch kit. Hey, stop scratching your face. He's over 5 feet tall. How long do you think that would take to make? That's a lot of thread. It's the 7-inch mesh, so it's yarn instead of cross-stitch thread. So it is a little bit bigger. Like the plastic canvas kits that I'm doing were like, I think 14 count. So it's bigger, but like, I mean, the detail alone, when you look at that, you can tell it's big. It's still, that's an heirloom piece that I can't even imagine, like you were saying, like just the size of the kit, like the amount of material, the pattern, the like folding out of pages of pattern. Like that's huge. Anyway. Silly wants a blue color changing yarn or light blue with the blue glitter beads. Okay. Get a huge table in our community home and we all work on a limb. But we all have to make sure that we're stitching in the same direction. Could you imagine if some of us were stitching in like opposite directions? Blue hedgie. But do you recall the most famous reindeer? So I have this blue colored chain. It's blue and white. Like it's kind of a multicolor yarn. We have this one, which is blue and gray and white. I evidently have this bag that's open and I just threw things all over the place. Hold on. We want blue glitter beads. Do you want, I have 2 different sets of blue. Do you want both of them? One of them? White mixed in with them? Like, are we going for a wintry, what are we, alternate the 2 beads? Yeah. That's his surname? Oh, you had to. Absolutely. And the blue and white yarn is perfect. Okie dokie. That was easy. Oh, I also have dark blue. Sorry, do you want 3 blues? I broke my fingernail. Oh. The 3? Okay. I think the three will look really good together. What is the brand for the blue, white, and gray? It's Red Heart. And it is Icelandic. Red Heart Icelandic. Rip fingernail, for real. I was talking about this lady in stream yesterday who like didn't cut her nails for like 20 something years, and she's like in the Guinness or in Ripley's like Believe It or Not. And here I am. I was like, I can't even go like a week without breaking a nail. Like how? You're so welcome. Ooh, so I was working on planner things for members / Patreon peeps. We were talking about it yesterday. And one of the things that we were talking about was a like weekly planner. So I have it set up right now where the days of the week are there. And then you have a spot for notes at the bottom. And then at the top, you have a spot for like your to-dos for the week with like a day that like you can check off which day you did it. And I have like a meal planning spot. And then I have one little spot for like works in progress for the week to like write down what projects you're working on. And I have one spot left. What would go in that spot in your mind? Like what else would we need to like, you know, for what, Allison? The planner pages? The planner tracker, right now they're 8.5 by 11. So like a regular sheet of paper, but I also went ahead and checked them in the A4 format and they print on that format okay too. Self-care, med reminders. So like another little, like almost like a mini habit tracker. Like putting something like habits and then like the Monday through Sunday and like a spot to, okay. That's what I was wondering, because like I know that I wanted this one to be kind of more, I do, let me get my iPad. You can have a sneak peek if you're here. Shh, don't tell anyone. What are you doing up there? Are you finding the biscuit? Okay, here's what I've got so far, right? So you have like your week, and I left this little box so like if you wanted to track your weather in the app, like temperatures, whatever you wanted to do, you could. I have a to-do, so like you put what you need to do and then what day you do it. I have a spot for works in progress, and then I have this other spot here that I'm like, what do I put there? I have a spot for meals because Lord, if I can't figure out what I'm doing for my meals for the week, I feel all out of sorts. And then I have a spot on the bottom for just notes. So that's where I was like, almost copying this, like the hat, like, and putting like a habit tracker. So I'm going to have one, like this is the weekly planner, like print out 52 of these for your week or for your year. I am also planning on doing a pattern tracker. Similar, I actually started that at lunchtime, where it will be like pattern notes, hook size, like hook/needle size. So like those you could print out however many you needed. So it wouldn't necessarily, like if you put like in your work in progress thing here, like what pattern you were doing, in theory you would have another one printed where like you would have what all the info is, if that makes sense, or you could squeeze whatever info you needed in here. But I plan on making like a full sheet like this where it's going to be like a work in progress planner. So that way you could write down your notes, your sizes, your yarn, whatever. No, but see, here's the thing. This to me isn't super difficult. Like what I wanted to do, I'm not going to have a whole planner ready for the new year. Absolutely no way in hell, and I'm not planning on it. What I wanted to try and do was have some of like the yearly things that you would want to print at like the beginning of the year to like have the whole year long by January. And then the other ones are going to kind of like fill in like as we go, as we're like, oh, you know what would be a really helpful thing to have? Let's do this. Oh, you know what I think would be fun? And honestly, it's less work than doing all the drawing I was doing. A lot of this is typing, formatting, drawing lines and boxes, and like making my own pencils and things like that. Like my own brushes. That's the word. So yeah, I'm not pushing. Right now, you know how like the hyperfixations kind of flow and I just go with them because like, remember when I said that like I pulled my fan fiction back out and I spent like all weekend and I wrote like, God, I don't even know, like 60 pages in like a weekend? I haven't worked on it in a couple like weeks because the hyperfixation moved. So right now I have a bit of this, so I'm just going with it when it wants to go, you know? That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, this is interesting to me. I'm having fun learning, like, look at this cool pen that I made. Because, like, one of the things that, like, this is one that you don't need. But, like, I made a movie one. So you could, like, write the name of the movie and what you rated it. And I don't know, maybe I'll change it a little bit so you could write what you thought of it. But this, I made this. I designed this. I did this. I like learning stuff. Like, I got my iPad to, like, you know, I wanted to be able to do things. So, like, I literally designed a brush to make, like, a movie. Like, I like this sort of thing. So, yeah. And most of my holiday crafts are done right now, so I don't have to do those. So when I'm just like, what should I work on? Oh my God. What am I hitting? I'm gonna do a book one too, yeah. Yep. Thought or mantra for the week. Okay. I'm just checking because I know you, yeah. Mood, energy, motivation, sort of tracker, self-grat, okay. I love learning new things that programs can do, yeah. Making my patterns now since yeah. It's super interesting. I like learning. I like being creative, and I like being creative in ways that, like, different ways, if that makes sense. It gives my hands a break, and it lets me doodle. Oh, James just sent me a picture of. So, Oh, also, I'll make a note. So we like the idea of a weekly habit tracker. And like in that thing. Oh, you didn't hear me. I tried to get you. I was gonna ask if you wanted to put a scoop of food in case a critter came by.
Out back?
Yeah. Because I had the cameras working today, so we have and then there are going to be some that like will come later because they're going to be more work. It's going to be more whatever. And I kind of like the idea that eventually what I'm going to do is kind of put them into a almost like a bundle that you could buy. So like here's the special interest bundle, which would have like the books and the movies and whatever else we come up with. And they'll be inexpensive because it's just a PDF that you download and print. And like people who are members on the website will have access to it, like included in their membership fee. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's so funny that she's on the heated mat out there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh look, another one. So I plugged in so we still have the big house out in the back that Pippin used when she was outside. That has it's like the double-sized one. And that one, it still has the same size heated mat. It's just that it had like a little padded section as well. And unfortunately, I need to get like a new cover for that because the padded section doesn't clean very well. And after Pippin used it for like a season and a half, it's just gross. So I reached out to the company. They're out of stock in that until like February. Okay. So I ordered an extra cover for the heated mat and I plugged it in to make sure that it still worked okay. Because my plan was I was going to put it in the house that's still sitting out there in case any critter was cold and wanted to, you know, snuggle somewhere warm. So I got the cover, put the cover on, plugged it in the living room to see if the heater worked properly, didn't get too hot, whatever. Anyway. So it's the same heated bed that Artemis has in my office. And now she's just in the living room like, oh, look at this. There's one here too. And then look at the girls are they're just hanging out. Well, honestly, so did Maple. And I thought that was adorable too because when he lived outside, he spent a good amount of time on one of those as well. This was him last night. He's like, wait, I know this. I recognize what this thing is. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, look at, this was him the other night. He was just like, don't mind if I do. He had like a whole bath on it. Like, it's just so funny how they like gravitate towards it. So it works. I'll put it outside. But they're cuties. Yeah, James, take a screenshot, put it in the rule breaker section of my Discord and just deny the message. That was from like almost a week ago. But because I've reported them, I just... Like, you can open the message and see what else they wrote, if they wrote anything, and then just deny it. Just copy, paste, like, screenshot it, deny it. That person that was in all of our DMs about getting access to the Discord, evidently, also messaged James. Oh. Well, it was the same day, and it was the same message that they sent to KitKat about some Butterfingers removing them from the Discord. No, it's nothing new. There's nothing to stress about. It's just old, and like I said, since I reported a bunch of things, I just want to have it in case anyone reaches out. So it's nothing new. It's from 5 days ago. I haven't heard anything from them since I blocked them. So yeah, evidently they just like went through all the mods up at the top of the channel that were online. Yeah. You don't check Discord. You have a message from some girly person though on Discord, James. People are weird. They were like very demanding. It was during the charity stream. And like then they came into Discord and refused to change their username. And refused to do anything that any of us asked them to do. So I was like, okay, well then you're not going to have access to the Discord. And that's when they started messaging all of the mods. Like, some Butterfingers, you know, took me out of Discord, put me back in. And then, because they had messaged KitKat first, so when KitKat tried to message them back, they weren't able to. And it was because the person had either already left the Discord or had blocked KitKat. And then they came over, and I was like, okay, well, at that point, I don't want to deal with it, so I banned them on Twitch. They also appeared to be a ban evader because their Discord username, when you look it up on Twitch, is one that has been suspended or deactivated. So their other account, the one that they followed me on, was new, like a month old new. So they appear to be a ban evader. So I deleted them, I banned them, and then they started coming at me in whispers. And then they said like some snarky stuff in their unban request. And my favorite, my favorite, was their unban request. Okay, are we ready? Are you ready? You really want to play the game? Shame. Really, I thought you was good. Turns out you're just like the other communities that have banned me. How many communities do you have to be banned from before you stop blaming the streamer and start wondering if you're the problem? I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering, like, how many How many streams do you need to be banned from before you think, am I the problem? Is it me? It can't be me. If I was a mod, I'd have been so snarky, yeah. It's hard, because, like, you have to be... Like, some of the stuff I was trying to be like, look, you know, like, some of the vibes were weird when they came in, and I was like, you know, we're all neurospicy here, or a lot of us are. Sometimes, you know, things, we just don't... We might not have, like, the same... We might not have meshed right away. So I try and always give people the benefit of the doubt. Because I'm like, you know, maybe it was just like, whatever. Because we're all... But like, I was like, no, my gut was right. My gut was right. Because then they're like in my whispers. You really want to play the ban game, huh? You messed with the wrong crafter. Because I'm not letting you get away with it. What are you going to do? Are you a child? We think they are. I think that's why they were banned before. That was the wildest part, is that they gave KitKat 15 minutes to respond before flying off the handle at the end of the quilt race stream. I was so fried at that point. I had no brain cells left. I would, like, people, like, you know, my mods were, like, talking to me about this, and I'm like, thank God that they all had a couple of brain cells that we were able to, like, clump together to make a response, but it took us a few minutes, and then, okay, 15 minutes evidently was the time limit, and that's when they, like, left, and I was like, I don't have, the limit does not exist. They think the world revolves around them. Yeah. Like, they think that we're all just, like, sitting online waiting to cater to whatever someone needs in Discord. We're adults. Please. Use a little thinking. Oh, no. Hated me because I didn't break the rules for customers like she did, yeah. I had, like, yeah, 0.5 spoons. Yeah, thank God. Sillykins had the brain cell that day. Thank God for that, because I, in fact, did not. And I was like, I don't know how to respond, because my response, like you, Petrichor, was going to be snarky, but I'm like, I can't be snarky because I'm the streamer. I have to be professional in these situations. So I'm like, here's my snarky response. Can you all help me come up with, like, not a snarky way of saying this, because I can't, my brain can't compute it. And then Sillykins was like, how about this? And I'm like, that's beautiful, send it. Like, full send. Yeah, the wrong crafter. Oh yeah, so that was, so naturally, what do? I reach out to my other crafty friends who stream. I share the screenshots with them, because, like, I mean, what we talk about in DMs, if we're, you know, cool and you all aren't being whatever, stays in my DMs, you know? But if you're going to be, like, threatening me, I'm sharing those DMs. And now I have a couple more people that I share ban lists with. That I didn't have shared ban lists with before. And guess what? You getting nasty with me and being rude like that got you banned in, like, 6 different streams. So, I've used this emote so hard. This is why we're a team. Listen. Who has the brain cell today? I didn't even have a response. I was just staring at it, yeah. We also have access to, yeah. We have access to other streams, too. So, like, because honestly, I went and checked to see, like, where did you find me from? Like, and no one recognized them. It was just... And, like, I'm not here to, you know, make, like, a smear campaign against anyone. I'm not trying to, like, drag anyone's name. But, like, if you, like, I'll share screenshots of both of our conversations. Like, both sides, you know? I'm not going to, like, crop things so that you can't see what I say and make you look like the bad guy. No, no, no. You want to read receipts? Here you go. Here they all are. I'll own up when I make a mistake because, listen, I'm not perfect. But, like... Saren! Hello! Welcome, friends! How was the end of stream? How much more diamond painting did you get done? Thank you for the raid. You finished the section! Heck yes! I love that for you. Well, welcome in. Hold on, let me catch up with this. Yeah. Have to, yeah, exactly, Allison. We were just, we were just talking about that person that I reached out to you about, with the really weird vibes who I had to ban. Because James just noticed on his Discord that evidently that same day that they were whispering other mods, they were whispering him too, so. It's been a whole thing. So I am actually working on a hedgehog. I know that Prince, I don't know if Prince is still hanging around. I know they were in stream earlier. Was working on a bunch of hedgies. But this one is actually a commission. So we are working on a hedgie. It's similar yarn. It is giving similar vibes. Oh god, yeah, I know. It was just like the same message that they sent to all of the mods about like being let back into the Discord, and it's like, oh my god. Okay. Anyway, Saren, we did make it past the body section. I'm pretty sure that the dragon needs a back brace because that looks very painful. But we're like 8 rows away from finishing the body. So once I'm done with the hedgie, we will be finishing the dragon's body today. And then we'd have to do like legs and all the accessories and things like that. But we got past the part that was being a pain. What I ended up doing was, originally I was just frogging back, like, you know how they have like A, B, C, D, E on some of those rows? I frogged back like row 85, those 5, like A, B, C, D, E, like 4 or 5 times. And what I ended up doing instead was frogging it, like I did that a bunch and I couldn't get it to work. I got it to work one time and then the next row was wrong and I was like, so what I ended up doing was I frogged it all the way back. So like I was originally here and I frogged it all the way back to the last time that everything worked, like before the turning started. And I redid it from there, and I did part of it off stream so I could make sure I was doing it in the right spots, and that ended up being what fixed it. Was I needed to go all the way back to the beginning. There was an error somewhere in there that was translating to an error at the end of the row instead of an error in the middle. So it was a pain in the butt, but frogging back those like couple of rows was evidently all that needed to happen. And now we're good. So it's back out of timeout. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta like pull it all back and just try again. And like, I didn't want to. I was being stubborn, but I finally was like, this feels like if I don't try this, it's just never going to leave timeout. And I want to finish the project, you know, like I not only do I like the dragon, but I also want to finish it to show off for like the other fundraisers. Like, here's what we did. You know, everyone else is sharing their projects and mine's in like the timeout bin in the corner. I was like, no, I don't want it to be in the timeout bin. So, yes, we are working on a blue fidget hedgie for Sillykins, and then we'll be working on the blue dragon. Oh, also, Saren, I thought of you. I have to show you. This was one of my gifts from James. Oh, I'll just show it here. I found it and I put it on my wish list, and he got it, and I think you'll love it too. It's a little kitty cat necklace, and it's like it's little paws he's holding on. And I feel like you too. After the year that I had, I was like, that just kind of felt like, just hang in there, like, just. And so I thought, I'm like, it's so cute. It's so, like, it's small, and I don't know, I like it. But I was like, I have to show Saren. Sometimes crafts just they need to sit and think about what they've done. They really do. And I know that Saren was asking how the kitties enjoyed their holiday. So here's Pippin with one of her new toys. She got a new wormy stick thing because I accidentally stepped on the other stick and broke it.
You needed a new one. Your old wiggle worm was...
Yeah, that was
sad.
The old one was in rough shape. And then I stepped on the handle.
Yeah, it happens. Santa must have known that you needed a new one.
I wanted to see if she would like the bell or not, because the other one didn't have a bell. And James got them these cute little mustard and ketchup, or mustard and pretzel catnip toys, which of course they liked, and then they stopped interacting with because it's new, and you know, animals are weird like that. The things that they're like, ooh, this is exciting, and then, like, opening the package, Artie was like, pet me. Artie was like, I just want attention, not the toy. And she's just like, whatever. Yeah. So. Oh, animals. They're great. Well, if you need to raid and run, do any kind of post-stream self-care, anything like that, please make sure you do. You're welcome to hang out and lurk or chat or anything like that as well. But thank you so much for bringing everyone over. Silly, is this order good? Do you want them moved around at all? Do you want the silver in, or the white in there as well, the clear? How did Maple enjoy Christmas? So, I was telling everyone, I don't know if you saw the pictures everyone was doing with these, like, they would pose in, like, a box. Yeah, don't apologize. You are not a pain. I asked you a question. Here's the clear. You made those at Christmas? Yeah, it's super cute. Like, where you decorate the box and then each pet is in it, and then you can, like, Photoshop the boxes all together to make it look like, I don't know, you're all together. I don't know. They're really cute. So I really wanted to do that. And the pets just, they didn't cooperate in the same way that I wanted them to. So there's going to be a lot of photoshopping going on. The pictures that James and I took look really cute. And if I like all four, could you do it in a random pattern? Yeah, like just like grab one and put it on. Yeah. I did that with a couple. What I ended up doing was like counting out. I put them in like a separate container so that there's the same number of beads. And then I would just reach in and grab one and put it on. So like there might be like, you know, a cluster of them together, but there'd be like, say, you know, 10 of each or whatever. Okay. Easy enough. Is my little thing in here still? Or did I put it away? I might have put it away. But yeah, Artemis was super easy. I was able to just like plop her in the box and she was like, "Okay, whatever." And I took pictures. Maple was like, "Why are you carrying me? Why is the living room all moved around? What is wrong with this?" But it was a whole thing. I really should have filmed it. I should have filmed trying to take these pictures because that would have been perfect. What I ended up doing, there's gonna be, like I said, a lot of Photoshop. I ended up taking pictures of the box empty with no one in it and the light on it, and then pictures of the pets. And I'm just gonna like copy and paste. But it was like I should have photographed the chaos, or I should have videotaped the chaos because that would have been like the best video. Like, well, actually, algorithms make no sense, so it probably would have tanked. But I think it would have been hilarious just to like show all of them being like, "What is this?" And like with Pippin, we tried like tossing tree. It was a whole thing. But the girls, one of the I'll go get my camera. We're about to have a stretch break, so I'll grab my camera. If you're able to stick around through the stretch break, I'll show you all pictures, like some of the ones that were favorites that we're gonna edit, and like put together. But I was really proud because the girls ended up at one point each, like I tossed a treat and they both ran after it, and Artie just let Pippin have it. There was no fight. There was no nothing. And they just were like, Artie was like, "Okay, you can have that one." And then came back to me and was like, "Can I have one?" And I was just so proud that there was no food fight. I'm like, "Okay. Way to go, girls." Um 18, 20, 19. All right. There'll be 2 left over. Which 2 at the end will be left? Who knows? But look at that. That's so wintry and yummy. Like, I didn't mean to pour all of them out. Yum. Well, yeah, I think that there's going to be 2 left, but I just don't know which 2. Boop. 2 minutes. We'll roll the ads now. So I can get the camera, and then Saren can go to the post office. I'll be right back. I'll grab the camera, I'll get the pictures, I'll show you all some of their cute chaos. And then we'll make Silly's hedgehog. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry. There was a slight delay in me getting back. Because James, are you looking? I went to grab my camera. And Artie is still on the heated mat in the living room, like, cool, thanks for giving me one of these in here. Look at sweet Pippin. She's snugging on the tree skirt right now. She was just like, I am a gift. Yeah, it's the books. It's the book series. It's the books that the show is based on. Pippin wants to be a midwife, confirmed. She's ready. Yeah, I love the show. Alright. So, I'll show you... God, I have so many pictures. Alright. So the Vision, if you've not seen one of these, it's really cute. You decorate the edge of a box. In some of them you have a, like you can have a prop or you can have whatever. And then what you do is you Photoshop and you take all the little box pieces and you put them together so that it looks like a tree. Right? Look. Here's James. He looks so cute. He's got his little hat. His little gingerbread outfit. And then we have Patch, who is honestly just trying his best. But like, we couldn't get him to like look through the box. Like we tossed treats in there. So we were like, fine, let's try Artie. And we plop her in, and she's like, what this? What is this? Oops. So we have at least some of her in this box, okay? We have at least some. And then here's my picture. Right. Okay. And then we have Maple, who I tried to put in. And he was like, no. And he just like took off. James got some cute like behind the scenes ones though, because at this point now I've got squeeze treats. And I'm like, here, like, everything is fine. Come look through. And then I was like, okay, instead of having it up on the chair, which worked for all of us that were tall, let's put it down on the floor. Okay. And then I put treats in the box. And so he was like, what's all this? So we have like, okay, I can edit out courting and things like that. We have a couple. We have a couple of options for him. And then I got like a can of food. Because like I was scraping it so that I was trying to get him to like look up. Yes, I smell the food. Where the food? It's like, that one's good. That one's cute. They're like those ones where he's like, food? I smell the food? And then we were like, how are we going to get Pippin? So we just put it by the door. And I was like, this one will be like really weird because I'll have to edit, and she didn't have any part of it. So like same thing, we tried, this one now isn't even in like the same photo location anymore. So we tossed treats in there, and once again, blem. Nummy. And that's, at that point, I'm like, let's try and just like take, I took a couple of shots of just the box that I decorated. I like my decoration, thank you very much, with the lights and the balls and the whole shebang. So we took a couple of pictures of just the box with the lighting, different views, different angles, and then I was like, let's just sit them down. Like, look at this. That's all we wanted you to do with the box in between. So I'll probably take this picture and one of the box pictures and like combine it. He does sit so like, look at this one. He's so very handsome. And then we did the same thing with Maple. And he was like, what are we doing? There's just treats now. I love this. His little nose. His little nose. And then it was time to play. Uh-oh. Then he was like, I must attack things. So then I took a couple of pictures of him playing because I had the camera and the good lights out, so like, why not? Oh, and the biggest stretch. The biggest stretch in the whole world. And then Pippin came back out. And I got some good pictures of her without a box. Her thing, this is thanks to the toy. I'm like, yes. And then this one, beautiful girl. So there's gonna be a lot of photoshopping done. And then a big one. And then we had a bath. And then Artie came out with her one brain cell. And then this was the one where they shared, she was like, you can have the treat, I'll wait. And I was like, I'm so proud of them. And then, again, Artie and her wonderful brain cell. I didn't need to get more treats out because she just wanted to bite my fingers because they smelled like treats. Like, look at Pippin in the background there. What are you doing? She doesn't have any snacks, and Artie's like, this is great. Like, let me lick your fingers, mother. Like, look at how long her tongue is. And Pippin's just lying on the floor. Look at her, though. Oh, why is she so pretty? And Pippin just in the background, like, I don't understand. So yeah, I got a couple of good pictures of Artie, too, just by her wanting my finger to eat it. So... And then I got, like, a couple here. So this is going to be quite the Photoshop project. To, like, get them all... But, honestly, it's nice. I don't have... Like, we do this every year. I like to get, like, a picture of everyone all together. I mean, last time it was very... Photoshopped together, too, because the dog can't be in the same room as the cats, and the cats would fight if they were together. So, like, you know, it's not exact. It's not real life, but I like him. It's nice to see, like, how the family changes, and I don't know. What beautiful goobers. Yes. So... Yeah. What I need to do is, like, I'm glad that I thought ahead to take pictures of the empty box, too. So, like, not only did I take pictures of the pets with the same lighting, so hopefully that will help things out, because, like, everyone at least has the same lighting on them, so it should, like, I had my ring light on, basically. And I was, like, moving it around as I took pictures, so that should help. But it's also, like, I took a picture of the box without anyone in it. I took, like, I'm hoping that it can look good together and not, like, I don't know. It's still cute pictures, even if, like, they don't look great together. It's okay. Oops. But I just thought it was so funny how Maple was like, absolutely. I thought he would be better this year because, like, last year when we tried to take the photo and, like, I tried to carry him to, like, the photo spot, he was like, this is weird and not what we normally do. And so he was, like, freaked out about it and, like, took off. But I carry him around a lot more. I pick him up a lot more. We snuggle a lot more. Like, there's a lot more handling that happens now than when he was, you know, little. And so I was like, he'll be great. And he was still like, this is not the normal thing. And I'm like, oh my God. Bud, I promise you, you are in fact okay. Uh-oh. Bead, single crochet, bead. Oh. I messed up over there. So yeah, that's what we did on Christmas. Hi, Ma, or hi, Dad. Sorry. So used to seeing Moat Mom, not Moat Dad. I'm making a hedgehog. I was just showing everyone some of the attempted Christmas photos that we took of the pets. You guys haven't seen them yet. But it's like this. It'll be like this guy with beads, but all blue. All blue beads. He is cute. The pattern's really fun to make. And this one's all sparkly blue beads. We're seeing Moat family tomorrow. So I was pretty surprised that I didn't immediately get the, what did you make me? They haven't gotten their gifts yet. We're visiting tomorrow. It's Moat Mom, Moat Dad, and Moat Pup. A Moat Potate. A Moat Puppy? A Diglett. Hi, Artie. Have you still got the potato sack photos from when Maggie was a baby? Of course. Do I have a favorite Pokemon? Yes. My favorite Pokemon is Espeon. But I love all the Eevees and Eevee evolutions. But Espeon is my favorite one. What about you, Smiley? Do you have a favorite? Driving home from visiting Moat Friend with Moat Fiance. Wow. There's a whole crew. Just evolved an Espeon today. I was trying to do the event thing that they have going on right now in Pokemon Go. And I can't find like this one of the white Pokemon. I keep looking. The other day, I didn't tell you this, Dad. The other day I drove Harris to the grocery store at night with James. But I also, one day when he was at work, went and like drove to my usual Pokestops. Don't play Pokemon Go and drive. Don't do it. But if you know where the Pokemon stops are, you can drive to them, pull over, and then do the things, you know? Don't Pokemon Go and drive. That's dangerous. Also, Sprigatito, but Turtwig is a close second. And Leafeon. A grass trainer, eh? Here you go. Here's some of baby Maggie. I made this potato sack for her to take pictures as she was growing. And we stuck her in the bag. We stuck her in it because she was just a little potato. And then we took some, and then she attacked the bag. This is my favorite picture. Her looking at James like... She was so tiny. That and these pictures. Any pictures of puppies running, like... How can you not love that? Like, look at her. Oh my gosh, she's going so fast. And then there was a big jump. A big jump. Do you see the size of that jump? That's the biggest jump in the whole world. Reckless abandon, yeah. She stuck the landing, though. And then you get pooped. Yeah. Those were from her puppet photo shoots. She was so small. Such a little sack of potatoes. Oh yeah, see, I got like burlap, and then I sewed up the sides, and then I used my Cricut to like cut it out, and I put it, I did the whole thing. Yeah. So cute. And now she's a big potato. I have to make sure I don't forget her gift tomorrow. Because it's up where Patch can't reach it right now. Like, all the other gifts are by the door. She's so much bigger. Yeah, here. I'm sure that I have a recent photo from Mom of her. Nope, that's Betty White doing the shimmy. Man, I love pictures from my mom. Here we go. Here's grown-up potato. A grown-up tater. Yeah, we could put it in the car after stream. That's a good idea. Right now, it's on the kitchen table. Like, our kitchen countertops. So, like, when we go to heat up dinner tonight, it'll be in the way. So we can put it in there then. You spy Moss Stitch, you do. I love Moss Stitch. Scrap blankets. I'm also, Prince, have you ever done Moss Stitch in the round? I've been doing a Moss Stitch in the round scrap blanket. That's a fun one. Planning ahead, yeah. I mean, the good thing is that it's a toy. It's not food, so it won't go bad if we forget it. But you do little bags with it? Cute! The Moss Stitch corner to corner was cool too. It was. I like the Moss. The Moss Stitch is just like one of those really simple but like really pretty. I don't want the same bead twice in a row. Next week I get to finish my Moss Stitch in the round temperature blanket. Heck yes. And you're on time with it. I'm so impressed and so proud. My temperature cross stitch is back in February. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It'll get done. I mean, now that cross stitching doesn't make my vertigo go crazy, I can definitely, like, we can work on it. That was what made it really difficult before. Gosh. That's my only thing when someone asks me for, like, chaos, is I try not to put too many of, like, the same beads in a row. Like, it's fine if I get a couple here and there, because that's part of the chaos, is that sometimes things will repeat. But, like, I also just don't... That doesn't go there. Temp blanket is at the end of November. That's awesome. That's fabulous. Vertigo is the worst. I have vestibular migraines, which cause vertigo and other issues. And it's taken me a full year to get to the point where I can actually, like, function properly again. Knock on wood that it doesn't, you know, ever come back like that, because that was the worst. And then we made it through, like, the 1 year anniversary, which I thought was going to be the hardest part and the most stressful part. But then I woke up with stress hives. So then I had hives for weeks, evidently due to stress and my body, like, overreacting to, like, if I scratched, it would, like, cause, like, raised spots and everything. So evidently that's some kind of, like, stress, and I don't even know. It was a whole thing, and I was like, really? Really? I was just so excited to be past the 1 year mark. that. Silly, would you like a safety nose for your hedgehog, or would you like an embroidered nose? And if you would like a safety nose, do you know what color, or would you like to see options? Safety nose? Okay. Do you know if you would like a specific color? I have black, brown, red, and pink. Also, this yarn is evidently thick. Uh-oh. Hey. Pippin. Ma'am. Hey. Evidently, Artie wants to poop in here. I don't know if Pippin was bothering her in the other room, but she's in the litter box right now, and Pippin kept approaching her litter box. And that, I don't know if you heard the hiss, but Artie was like, back off, I'm trying to poop. And Pippin was just like, Pippin was being a creep and was just like, hey. Hey, what you doing? And Artie's like, could you? Why are you watching me? Hi, Sharn, how are you? It is, look at it's glittery. Are you better? I would hiss too. Like, please don't. Like, I get a shy bladder if I'm in, like, a public restroom and someone else walks in. Like, if someone could make eye contact with me, I would never, ever go into a bathroom again. Now, Artie knows what it's like when they follow us into the bathroom. She does that, too. She's like a bathroom weirdo. Like, if you close the bathroom door, she will, like, be outside yelling at you. Like, how dare you close the door and not let me in? And then if you're in there and, like, you know, you drop trow all the way, if you will, she'll sit in your pants that are, like, on the floor. Kids and pets, you'll never poop alone again. Unless we have company, you don't close the doors, yeah. Mm-hmm. I wonder... Yeah. Hold on. Here. This is about as... That's her. Just... I'm here now. Don't worry, you're not alone. And you're just sitting there like, I wasn't really concerned about that before, but thank you. Thank you for ensuring that. Hey, James, when you have a minute, can you come here? I'll keep them warm for you, yeah. Okay. Nose on. Eyeballs inserted. Onwards we go. Yeah, evidently, so this is a red heart yarn that I'm using. And just like we've talked about before, where like certain colorways can be like different thicknesses, this is like a thicker yarn. So like your Hedgie is very sturdy. Like the point of its nose, very pointy, because it's like it's very structured yarn. Are you girls being dramatic out there? Where? Living room? Oh, maybe that camera isn't. That's like an OG camera, so maybe it's just not. Maybe it needs an update. So I am actually, like, I normally use a 2.75 millimeter. I think I was using this, the 3 for the other Hedgies, wasn't I? In theory, you could have gone up in hook size. This Hedgie is also already probably going to be just a tiniest bit bigger than the others, just because the yarn is thicker. Part of it is like a texture thing too with the yarn. Like, if you made a swatch of this and you made a swatch of a different Red Heart yarn, and you wash them, like, they would each have a slightly different texture to them. So it's not like a bad thing. You could adjust your hook size if you, like, this would be one, so if you were making clothing, with this yarn, this is one that you would probably want to adjust your hook size or your tension with. For things like amigurumi, I'm not too bothered by it. But yes, for certain projects like where the tension matters, you would want to adjust it. Yeah, absolutely. No, I love answering questions. Ask away. That's 3 in a row. Now, one of the things that I did alter, for instance, on this pattern, is that with my other Hedgies, with the slightly thinner yarn, I did a 4 bobble. Like, they mention in the pattern that they use a 3 bobble stitch for the feet. For this hedgehog, I did not need to, because if you look at the feet are the same as when I did the 4 bobble with only 3, because the yarn is thicker. So I did make that adjustment on the fly, because it would have been weirdly, like, it would have been too tight, and it wouldn't have laid correctly. Blah. I can say words, really. And I mean, again, nothing bad would have happened if I had done it the other way. It's just personal preference. Is it weird that you like bobble stitches? No, I mean, they're a cool texture and they make like a neat thing. They just hurt my hand. I don't dislike them because they're ugly or anything. The repetition of it hurts after a while. So no, I don't think that's weird. They hurt your hand too, but you like it? Oh. Silly. Is this like when you threaten Pokemon and Pokemon likes it? I mean, I'm not judging. It's okay. No, I don't like the pain. Oh, okay. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna cast judgment. Stop it, Bead. We listen and we don't judge. Yep. New lore unlocked? New Silicons lore drop? Where am I? Okay, one more. Oh, and we're zooming. Hi. Wow, that was so fast, Pippin. What's funny to me is that she and Artemis make like almost the same amount of noise when they run. Artie is not a quiet runner. Like, she gallops. She galumps down the hall. So does Socks. You can yell at that. Yeah, you hear it and you're like, oh, been coming. Everyone out of the way. Hello, beautiful. Do you have the zoomies? Hi, I have the camera ready to say hello to you. I know, the closed captions. What are you gonna do? Hello. Is my office a mess because it was Christmas and I haven't cleaned it? Hi. Oh, and we're going. Okay. Bye. Oh my goodness, I just realized something. Today is the last day that you can become a paper chain on my paper chain of subs for this year. Because I won't see you all until next year. So if you would like to be a paper chain on this sub paper chain wall, today's the last day to subscribe. Or gift subs. Why is that? Oh, just kidding. Huh. Just kidding. No, I am. For some reason, No, I'm here. Never. Ignore me. Don't. My brain said it's the last Friday of the month. Okay, today is the last Friday of the month. I'm not streaming Saturday or Sunday. And I knew that it was like the end of the month, and I'm like, it must be the beginning of the month. Ignore me. I am streaming Monday and Tuesday. I am. I'll be here. So I'm just making it up. I don't. I'm in time blindness, okay? I don't know what day it is. I don't know. The holiday, yeah. We're in that time blindness. of who knows what day of the week it is. I am streaming next week. Yep. There shouldn't be anything, fingers crossed, that keeps me from it. From like a usual stream schedule. My brain was like, today's the last Friday of the month, so it's the end of, it was the end of December, which means that next week, since it's the last Friday, next week must be the new, and it is, it's just not until Wednesday. Don't mind me. When I moved the stuff over, I just saw the paper chains, or the paper stars rather, and I got excited for next year. By the way, if you're in Discord and you haven't voted yet, I have a poll in the announcements channel. Okay? I'll show it to you. So this year we did paper chains around the office. Next year, I'm going to do paper stars and collect them in a jar. And so I already had these two down here selected. So if you resub, you get to pick any color of the rainbow. And if you gift a sub, this first one will be for 1 gift sub, 5 gift subs, 10 gift subs, 15 gift subs, and 20 gift subs. Okay? You get a sparkly star with your name on it into the jar. Well, I thought it would also be fun to show how many raids we get in a year. So I don't know which option to order. The ones with the blue borders I've already purchased, they're already here. So you can go and have a vote on which one of the three, the blue, the purple, or the holographic silver, I should order for raids. So like if you raid me, like Saren raided earlier, Saren would get a purple star if that's the one that you all voted on. And we'd add it to the jar. So at the end of the year, it'll be a jar full of subs, gift subs, and raids. And I thought that could be kind of fun. Just to see it in like a visual way. If that makes sense. Like a visual representation of the year. So yeah, have a vote in the Discord. Right now it's tied. Because of course it's tied. The blue or purple will probably stand out more, yeah. The holographic silver it looks like it's different enough from the sparkly stuff that it should still stand out, but yeah, I would agree with you. But they're also pretty. I should have like planned it better. Isn't this just the mantra of Megan? Is like I should have planned it, because there's also like you can buy like paper strips that are all like pastel colors and like, ooh, that would have been really pretty, but I didn't. I just bought a giant thing of every color of the rainbow. So like I could have had a very aesthetic jar, but instead it's going to be chaotic, which is very me. Very this community. There, I broke the tie. Thank you, Sarah. But we are chaos. Mm-hmm. Chaotic feels on brand. No, and you're all right. And that's... yeah. I accepted it. Chaos is fun. I'm just waiting for like someone to go in and like tie it again though. Because we know that's what's going to happen. That's okay. The poor blue got no love, and that's all right, you know? I know my purple people. My purple people are here. I also know that some people were like, well, purple's a very Twitch color. And I was like, that's true too for raids. If the holographic wasn't an option, I would have voted blue. That's fair. Well, the purple in, like, the pole is a nice purple, I think. Thought it fits raids the best. Though you love the purple, too. Yeah, I don't think... Here's the thing. I don't think that there's a wrong answer here, which is why I offered it to you all in a poll. If I was leaning one way, I would just buy it. You know? But when I struggle and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
That game went way longer than I thought it was going to.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Is there anything in the litter box?
I don't know. Why?
Oh, because there was almost a fight in here.
For the litter box?
Yeah.
In here?
Artie, there's no poop in there?
Not that I see.
Okay. Artie came in here, and she was, like, scraping around in there. And I was like, all right, of course you're going to poop in here. And then a few minutes, like, a minute later, I hear her hissing. And I'm like, hello? And Pippin is, like, standing right at, like, the front of it. Like, hi, what you doing? Like, just, like, real close.
Being a creep.
Like, real close to the doorway. And Artie was just, like... So, I don't know if that was enough to just, like, put her off of, like, not... do it, yeah, or if she just did like a little pee or something, because then she like went in the hallway and was like, she licked her butt and then ran. So I don't know if she like went out and used the other litter box, but Pippin was being a creep about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Honestly. I would hiss if someone was watching me take a poo as well. You'd get them to stop, I would hope, you know? Potty stalker. Oh, did you see what I took a picture of?
Where?
When I told you to look at stream, or no?
I did not.
Wow. Well, I'll show it to you if you want. My camera's over there, so you have to grab it. She said, I am the present.
Yes.
Either that or she wants to become a midwife. She's like, I'm studying the books.
That's adorable.
Yeah, Artie was still on the heated bed. And Pippin was just like,
I'm gonna be over here.
I'm a present. Is it my Christmas gift? It's a cat.
I'm a whole snack.
It's Pippin. Oops. Under the tree. By my Called the Midwife books that James got me. It's the books that the show was based off of. So, do you want a cat? Or books? Because if so, you didn't take the cat. Okay. Smile, chat. Like, also, if you change your mind on what you voted for, I do believe that you can undo your vote and redo it. I like that it's anonymous too. Not that I really feel like anybody is looking at what people are voting and voting based on what someone is voting for. But I just think that it's cool, like the way the poll works in the Discord. It's a neat little feature. Good night, Mia. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, you looked at Smile? Good. You didn't blink. So, good job. This is a really pretty hedgehog. I really wish that I had snow, because this would be such a pretty hedgehog to take a photo of in the snow. With all the sparkly beads and the pretty blue. But no, there's no snow here. And your snow is melting? Oh no. Oh. It's stretch break time? That's alright. We're almost done with this hedgehog, which is great. And then we'll work on finishing the dragon body. And we'll have 2 finishes for the last Friday of the year. It's giving Elsa vibes. Yeah, it's giving Snow Hedgie vibes. In, like, the best way possible. Like, it's giving cold, but, like, also cozy. I don't know. The colors, I don't know. They're pretty. Stop it. Alright, so we'll take a quick stretch. It's perfect time to get a drink, a snack, go to the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. And then we'll come back. We have decrease rounds to do with this little hedgie. And yeah, then off to dragon finishing. So hooray. Elsa is your favorite Disney queen? Frozen 2 was on last night, and I ended up watching it again. So good. Such a good movie. Alright. Take a stretch. Go vote if you haven't voted yet in the Discord. Here, come join the Discord if you're not there. Or if you think you're there and you're not sure, go. Go and vote. Let me know what color to order, because I need to order, like, ASAP so that it gets here in time. Although the first of the month isn't Monday. Don't pull a Megan. Be right back. Are the ads over? There, yeah, ads are finishing. Okay. I literally ran downstairs on that stretch break because I needed more stuffing. So I went and got stuffing out of the giant stuffing box and gave Maple some scritches. And I'm back. He's in his heated bed and he's like, I'm not moving. And I'm like, I don't blame you. It's cold today. Well, you know what? It's not even that cold. It just... The wind chill is cold. Like, okay, it's 46, but it feels like 40. It's just chilly. $38 there for you? Oh yeah, here. Obligatory. I'm in my heated bed. I'm not moving, Mom. I love you. Photo that I took when I went down to get stuffing. Like, look at him. He's like, I don't understand. He's like, why? It's not food time. Why are you? Who disturbs my slumber? And he's like, oh, it's just Mom in that big box. James was saying yesterday, he's like, man, I really should have written the date on that box, like when he bought it. I'm sure there's like a clip or a highlight or something of it somewhere. What a baby. The biggest baby. Now I have the Olaf song in my head from Frozen 2. That will all make sense when I am older. That's one of my favorites. Because, like, isn't that just such the mentality when you're younger? Like, everything's going to make sense one day when I'm grown up. And then you grow up and you're like, oh my god. Actually, none of this makes sense. You've had a mini Diamond Dots disaster? Oh no. I'm hoping, I'm sending like speedy recovery and, oh no. That was like the day that I was sorting my beads for these hedgies. And instead I decided to spill the entire box. Or almost the entire box of beads on the floor. And I just sat there for a minute and I looked at it and I looked at Patch and I looked at it and I was like, oh my god. Show Yourself is so underrated. If you haven't watched, on the Disney Channel, they have a like making of Frozen 2 mini docu-series. It's like 5 episodes. It is fascinating. If you love the movie, it's out of this world. They talk about all of the different steps that they have to take, all of the different, like, how it was, like, one of the wild things is like the songs, for instance, how the songs change, how the scenes change, how certain songs almost didn't make it, and they're the ones that were like, no, this makes the movie. Like, if you don't have this song, you don't have this movie. And it's amazing. It's so good. Like, James and I both watched it, and we were both just like in awe the whole time. Okay, maybe I actually counted out beads perfectly, so there aren't extra. Dang. Way to go, me. Either that, or when I spilled beads before, 2 of them just disappeared. That's fine, too. It doesn't matter. Either way. Hedgy butt time. But it also talks about like how the animation is done and like how, you know, certain animators are given like certain scenes to work on. And like one of my favorite scenes is like Elsa running at the end of Into the Unknown, like up the ice. And like she shoots the ice out and she like stands at the very end, like right before it all turns into like crystals. And like that was one animator's like job, if you will, and like seeing how she like designed it and like all, it's such a cool, like James and I are saying, you know, some movies, like I wish that more movies did stuff like that. I love the behind the scenes stuff. I love the like here's how it happened. Here's how the magic was made. But also like the timeline. Like some of the rewrites and the edits and the things are happening like so close to when the movie is supposed to be coming out, and it's just like, oh my god. I'll have to watch it sometime. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I highly, again, if you like the movie, I highly recommend it. It's a good, like, put it on while you're crafting kind of thing. That's what I did. Brave might have had something similar. Yes, so Brave and Tangled. Brave, Tangled, and Frozen 2 actually changed the way that a lot of their animations were done. Brave for the curl hair texture and all of that. Tangled because of the length and making it move and feel like actual hair. And then Frozen 2, the water scene. When Elsa is like trying to run through like the storming water in the ocean, that looks like real ocean. Like that doesn't look animated. So like it's interesting to see how those things happen, and like because of the hair texture technology that they built with Merida and with Rapunzel and Tangled, they were able to do Coco, or Encanto, where I don't know if you know this, but every hair type is represented in that family, which is a really cool thing. Like in the family Madrigal. Welcome to the family Madrigal. Anyway, each like different hair type, like, you know, you could be like a 1B hair type or what. Everyone is represented in the family, which is pretty cool. Like if you watch the movie, and it's like all of those little things add up so that you make like bigger and better and more realistic looking things. You never noticed that? Yeah. I don't remember why they did it or like why it was like a conscious thing. Let me see if I wonder if like they have a thing. If I can. Well, I think especially in that culture, so many times I hate to say, in a lot of different cultures, a lot of times you kind of fit into, like, people picture, like, not necessarily stereotypes, but just, like, when you say, like, a person of this background, like, it just, a mold is automatically made. So yeah, like, and of course, some of the characters, like, there's obviously more than 9 characters, so some of them fit multiple, like, they're in a different, they might have, like, 2 types, or, like, 2 people in one subset, but, yeah. Right, and it was a neat way of seeing how those hair textures can reflect in not just, like, a culture, but in, like, a family, in, like, one individual family where, like, you know, they all come from, like, the grandmother, and then the triplets, if you will, and then all of, like, their, like, you get so many different textures and patterns and colors, you know, like, just, oh, this is a different one too. Can I see this? Oh. They kind of covered a lot of it. I don't know why they, like, covered, but yeah. It's neat. And again, like, there was, like, a behind the Disney thing about that too, where, like, they talked about, I wonder if this is it. Oh, shush, don't actually play sound. Is this a Disney one, or is this no? But you have dark bushy hair and your siblings were fine light-haired, yeah. I've even seen it in twins, where, like, one can have, like, a more fair complexion with, like, fair hair, light eyes. The other one had, like, darker skin, like, they looked just like each other, except that they had different, you know, colorings in their hair. And again, you know, even, like, it's so cool. Genetics are just magic, okay? They're witchcraft. I always found them, like, super interesting too, because, like, how in, you know, in a case of, like, twins, here are 2 people who either, you know, they come from, like, the same pregnancy, right? Like, obviously identical twins are going to be identical, but fraternal twins, they're coming from, like, the same pregnancy, so they're coming from, like, the same environment, if you will, like, as similar can be. And for them to sometimes just come out and you're like, wow. You all really look nothing like each other, but you look like each other. Like, your features look the same, but, like, you have different eye color. You have the same eye shape, but the colors are different. Or you have the same hair texture, but the colors are different. Or different hair texture, but the colors are the same. And it's like, it's amazing. Yeah, they're identical, but with different themes. When I was younger and healthy, my hair went poof. Yeah, my hair is naturally curly. It was very frizzy when I was a kid. Very, like, Very curly. Very frizzy. It's still curly. But washing it, brushing it, style, you know, different thing. And it's not like I don't like my curly hair. It's just that, like, especially in the winter, like if I'm not active and like doing a lot of stuff, I don't wash my hair very often because it dries it out. Especially because we have like really hard water here. So by like, I'm coming up on hair wash day. So like the curls are basically gone because at this point I've brushed my hair, and like, you know, it's pretty much, it would look straight, or well, I mean it's thick, but it's not. I don't have like the like when I let it dry curly and then I brush it, how it like poof, it wouldn't do that at this point. Dun 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 dun. Boop. Oh my gosh. I wish I had snow. It makes me think of a snowflake. It makes me think of like a cool winter. A cool winter's night. I love this, Hedgie. I love the colors that you picked. I think they're very cute. Same blue eyes and blonde hair, and you and Tyler, who share a mom, are so different. Yeah. Do you like it? Yay. Oh my gosh, yes, I could take a picture in my Christmas village. And here comes a giant hedgehog! Yeah, that's happening. That's happening. You don't have to ask me twice. Hedgiezilla. Here's just a quiet, quaint little town of... Oh my god, what is that? Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout. I don't know why I thought of Oaken there, but... Hedgiezilla. Mm-hmm. Alright. On to dragons. Finishing things left and right. Thank you, by the way, for purchasing a hedgehog. I'll just leave the pre-orders up. And as long as people want them, they'll just be available. I like doing it like this, where people can just be like, I want it to look like this, or please do that. Like, it's just fun. And then people get exactly what they want. And then I don't have leftover inventory like I do with my potion bottles, which I still have. If you want a little magic potion in your life, I still have a bunch. They're all wrapped up and cute and ready to go. Of course. Thank you for bringing the vision. Does this dragon have a name yet? No. This is the Meadow Dragon from Crafty Intentions, if that's what you're asking. But does the actual dragon itself have a name? Not yet. Okay. you know what I should do? Let's put all these beads back before they end up everywhere. Oh, potion bottles are on my website. Welcome in. And I can show you. Boop. So these little guys right here, they're blind bags. So basically, you're welcome to tell me if like there's one that you don't vibe with, because I always hate when like I buy a blind bag from an artist friend and I love all of them except maybe like one or two. I'm like, ooh, that's colors doesn't fit my vibe, or I don't like the style or whatever. And it's almost like without a doubt, that's the one I'm going to get. You know? So I have it instead where like you can tell me like if you're not vibing with like the pink, say you don't like pink, I would like a potion without pink. Got it. Don't tell me which one you want, because I can't necessarily give everyone the one that they want. But if you tell me you don't want one with pink, I can make that happen. So that's just like an example, because again, I'm like, nothing is worse than ordering something from like, you know, an artist, you're supporting them, and then all of a sudden you're like, dang it, that's the only one I didn't like. But welcome in, by the way. The hive mind. The way that everyone's like, website, the claw. Internet didn't like you? I'm sorry. That's rude. But welcome back. There we go. No. I'm excited because there's only like a couple rows left on this. And then it's done. I mean, then I have to do legs and all of that. I have to figure out what leg style I want. Who's here? Abrams is here. Hello, kitty cat. It's kitty cat numb time. Welcome back. Want to get into knitting and crocheting this new year? You heard it's really good for mental health? Yeah, join us. You're absolutely welcome. If you have questions, I am more than happy to help. I've been knitting basically my whole life, and I've been crocheting for like 15 years. And I love it. I think it's really good for my mental health. I'm always like, that's one of my favorite things with live streaming is like being able to answer questions when people have them. Like, sometimes people will come in and I'm like doing a completely different craft and they're like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, no. Ask me the question. I don't mind. It's so much easier than like trying to do like YouTube or anything like that. Like, no, I can just show you. You love crocheting? Me too. It is not the same thing, no. So I'm crocheting right now. Crocheting uses one hook. Knitting uses 2 needles. And it's worked like back and forth. So these are knitting needles. Oh God. This is what knitting needles look like. And here's a big crochet hook so you can see the difference. So with the hook, you're literally like pulling the loop through. And with knitting needles, it's just it's 2 different techniques. They both use yarn, and that's about it. That's about all they have in common. There are a lot of people who do both, who knit and who crochet. And there are people who will argue one way. It's better to learn one way versus another. So, sorry. I didn't mean to bop you with my knitting needles. And the other thing that I always say to anyone who is interested in learning, especially when they mention for mental health, because if you're anything like me, you're probably going to look at all of these amazing things that people are creating, and you're going to be like, I want to make that. And you will be able to one day. But please know, social media, all of that stuff, people are going to post their best of their best. And it takes a while to get there. Don't feel bad if your first project doesn't come out looking the way that you want it to. If you're enjoying it, then you're doing it right, and keep at it. The rest will come in time. Because I know I'll look at things sometimes and be like, dang, mine doesn't look like that. Practice makes progress is my favorite saying. I hate practice makes perfect, because guess what? You're never going to be perfect. But this you will. This can happen. Okay? This is a 7-year difference in crafting time and ability. You can do that. Like, I was super proud of this at 2013, and I'm super proud of this at 2020, and I'm more proud that I didn't give up and that I learned so much. And, you know, practice isn't going to make perfect. I hate that saying so much, because as someone who is anxious and neurodivergent, you tell me that practice will make perfect, well, then I guess I'm not practicing enough, because I'm not perfect yet. I've been doing this for 15 years. I make my own patterns. I do all, like, I'm never going to be perfect by those standards, but I can make progress. I have both of them because they make me happy. Like, this guy doesn't have arms or a tail. I don't know why his ears are all the way up here, but you know what? I love them both because it shows growth. Everyone's at different stages in the craft, yeah. Needle supply, stuff like that. Don't buy white or black yarn to start with. Don't start with white or black. It's going to be really difficult for you to see your stitches. getting like a good, you can get like a multicolor yarn if you want, but like a solid, like a mid-color, a mid-tone color, a light, like a mid-blue, a good purple, something like that is great. Don't get something too dark because it'll be really hard to see your stitches. I personally recommend, like, the hooks that I use, I am not sponsored. I would love if they sponsored me, but the hooks that I use are Clover Amour hooks. And I love them. Everyone who has ever used them when I've recommended them has loved them. However, they are a pricier hook. If you, I mean, you can buy them, you can buy like a kit, a bunch of them on Amazon for like $50. But if it's something that you're interested in, what you can do is find some patterns that you like. See what size hook is used the most, and if you want to try a new brand of hooks, buy that size hook. Buy the size hook that you're going to use the most first and see if you like it. Don't buy a lot of expensive things all right off the bat because you're going to end up sitting there going, wow, I hate this. And then you have like a whole, like I have all metal hooks. I have metal hooks with bamboo handles, and then I got these. I have like the whole thing. So I would say like metal hooks, or ones, hold on. If you're looking for budget, okay? If you're looking for a budget hook, these guys. Okay? Susan Bates, they're bamboo handles, metal hook. Okay? Mostly because these teeny tiny metal handles can end up making like blisters on your hands. I get that. Like I would get that at times because of the way that they rub. So if you're looking for budget, this guy. If you're looking for like a good quality hook that I've never had break or need to replace, the Clover Amour ones. You don't need to get anything fancy like furls, which are lovely. They're beautiful. They're resin. They're hand carved. They're very, very fancy. I have some. The ones that I still go to are these guys. As far as knitting needles, that's going to be a personal preference. Some people swear by metal knitting needles. Some people swear by bamboo or wood. That's going to be, you can try it. Metal ones make a satisfying sound when you knit. I will say that. And the yarn slides easier. It's really a lot of it is personal preference. But I will say don't go all out and like buy everything right off the bat. Budget hook, yeah, absolutely. You can get the hooks at Michael's. You can get them at Joann Fabrics. Coupons are your friend. Red Heart yarn, people might diss it. Nothing wrong with it. If you have a Joann's Fabrics, oh my God, Big Twist Value brand yarn. So good. Soft and inexpensive. It looks like this. Actually, this is an old package, so it won't look like this anymore. But it's Big Twist yarn. And it would be in like a thing like this shape. So delicious. So good. Loops and threads, if you have a Michael's, is also very good. Red Heart yarn. Nothing wrong with getting acrylic yarn. Bamboo. Bamboo yarn is very slippery. Don't start with it. You'll cry. Cotton yarn is very, very firm. There's no give to it. This is a lot of information and probably really overwhelming, but maybe I should do some like videos on some of these things. This is a lot of information. I'm so sorry. Yarn and crafting is a special interest. Yeah, Red Heart's great. The thing that bothers me about Red Heart sometimes is the consistency. Is getting Red Heart. like the colors being the same weight. Sometimes you get ones that are all supposed to be the same weight and they're not. What's up, babe?
I told Google to turn the bedroom lights on, and it was like, I don't know, but here are these search results.
Oh.
It's like, you're so dumb.
I'm loving it. Thanks so much. You're welcome. And the chat too. Yeah. You're welcome to, like I said, to come and ask questions where there's a lot of people who started, I want to say, like, you know, maybe last year. And, you know, here we are now. Oh, the neon one, the neon colors are so pretty from Red Heart. Wool yarn dried out your hands for some reason? Yeah, because of the oils. It absorbs the oils in your hand. That's one of the reasons why my amigurumis, when I make them to sell, I don't make with any kind of animal fiber. Just because some people have allergies to natural-based fibers. So, hello, Kat. Welcome in. Spicy potatoes are here to cause chaos. Welcome. Come in. Come into my chaos. I have chaos too. They're cat-related, like animal cats, not people. How was your stream today? What were you up to? Potatoes, yeah. I like potatoes. My peoples! Welcome in. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. It's just the camera. Karen Simply Soft is not... Karen Simply Soft is splitty, and if you're new, it's going to make you really want to cry. Karen Simply Soft is lovely when you're experienced. Oh, listen, if you're forgetting what day it is, I was like, oh my gosh, today's the last day that you can subscribe for December for our paper chains. And then everyone was like, you're not streaming on Monday and Tuesday? And I'm like, oh, it's just the last Friday of December. It's not the last day. What? Don't worry. Time? There are days right now in between Christmas and New Year. I mean, evidently, it says that. But, I don't know. I keep looking. I literally thought today... I didn't think I had any more streams in December. And everyone was like, you're not going to be here Monday and Tuesday? And I'm like, no, I am. Hi, welcome in, everybody. My name is Megan. I am a neurodivergent variety crafter here on Twitch. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting. Today we made a fidget hedgehog to start. This is a commission. It's got really pretty, sparkly glitter beads. I have a bunch. They're available on my website and I love them. They're so much fun and they're just, oh, they're so good. They're so good for fidgeting. Anyway, we're now working on a Meadow Dragon from Crafty Intentions. And this was from our St. Jude fundraising that we had been participating in earlier this month. So we're just working on finishing up. It went into project timeout for a little while, but it's back. So this is a dragon's body. Here's my dragon's head, and that's what we're working on right now. What were you working on today? You went live with your stream title and myself saying it was Friday. Yeah. I knew that today was the last Friday of the month because the last Friday of the month is affectionately known in my community as F off Friday. For finish off Friday. I don't know what else it could stand for. But basically, you know, we bring out the projects that either we've been putting off, we haven't finished, or we're dreading finishing, and we work on finishing them all together. It started when I was weaving an ends on a temperature blanket that never wanted to end. And so it's a tradition that we carry on, and here we are today. Save that pattern. Oh my gosh, if you've never seen Crafty Intentions patterns, you're in trouble. They're really cute. You're cross-stitching, making a Little Debbie Christmas tree cake that is Twilight coded. Okay, Twilight like the movie franchise? Twilight? Or like Twilight like nighttime? Yes. Do you have photos? I'm intrigued. How a Little Debbie Christmas tree cake that is Twilight. I want to know more. Well, thank you so much for bringing everyone in. I appreciate that so much. Absolutely, yes, drop the link. Feel free. Thank you for checking. Did we get a shout out? I think we did. I might have just missed it, but welcome in. So in keeping with the who knows what day of the week it is, I stream Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. So, welcome in. I won't be here tomorrow or Sunday, but I will be here the last 2 days of the month. I just didn't know it was the last 2 days of the month. You know, sometimes it just...
Found my people.
Yeah. Thank you for that follow, by the way. Welcome in. And we were talking about people who are new to crafting and wanting to try different crafts as, you know, the new year is coming about. So we had some questions in chat about crafty things. So that's what you guys came into.
I found my people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you for those follows. Welcome. Let me see. Oops. No. Did I pin it? I didn't mean to pin it if I did. Golly, I hate that. Hold on. Sorry. Let me unpin your comment. I tried to click the link and the message jumped and instead I pinned it, you know? I love Twitch, but God. You're new to Twitch, just wanted to come say hi? Well, welcome in. Drops a lurker, love bomb and runs. Thank you for the lurks. Lurks are super duper. Oh my God. Okay, wait. If you can't click the link. Okay, when you you know, in all of the amount of time I could have spent trying to figure out how to make what you described, this would never have been it. And yet, this makes so much sense. That's amazing. Have you made are you making all of them? Will you be making all of them? It's the ornament of a killer, Bella. That's fabulous. Oh, like I never could have put that together. Ornament of a killer already on sparkly fabric. Yep. Yep, that makes sense. Gotta do that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it has to be that way. It has to be done. No regrets. Oh man. That's so fun. Oh, hi. I thought the cat was in my office this whole time. Evidently she's not, because she just walked down the hall. Anyway, I'm on the neck portion of this dragon, and I have the head done. The head feels so tiny compared to this giant body. But we'll see how far we can get today. I'm going to at least finish the body. Well, actually, it's almost 6 o'clock, so we're at least going to finish the body. And that's good. By the way, Kat, if you need to raid and run, do any kind of post-stream self-care or anything like that, please make sure that you do. Thank you so much for bringing your community over and trusting them here with us. We will look after them. You're, of course, welcome to hang out. You're welcome to lurk. I know sometimes I have to, like, raid and go take care of pets, or I have to make dinner, or whatever. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Raiders, if you would like to let me know if you're working on a project, or if you got anything really cool for, you know, Christmas, Hanukkah, anything like that, any crafty stuff that you're excited about, let me know. It's Oopsie time! Y'all, Oopsie's here! Oopsie's welcoming the raiders. Oopsie is the opossum that has just appeared in the corner of the screen, by the way, if you're wondering. We had both Abrams and Oopsie stop by. Sweet baby! I love them so much. I have to buy them that possum food that's on our wish list. Oh, that sounds nice. Listen, you don't have to celebrate traditional holidays. Nothing wrong with that. Oh yeah, Oopsie is a fan favorite here. Her name is Oopsie because she's kind of clumsy. Here, if you're like, what do you mean? Let me show you. I would say if you would like to see, but I know. I know you all. You want to see a clumsy opossum? Here we go. Why, yes, did she push the bowl all the way to the edge of the step? Yep. And then fall off and have kibble fly through the air? Also yes. Uh-oh, wait. Wait. Oh, heck. My favorite is the kibble. The kibble that flies, and you're just like, oh, sweet, sweet, sweet baby. And let's see if I can find the other one that really, like, cemented the name. I've talked with an animal rescue person to just kind of make sure that we're not doing harm by allowing her to eat any of the cat food. And so I originally moved it up higher one night while I was talking to the animal research, like their animal rehabilitator. And she climbed up there and she's eating. That's a bowl full of water. Yes, she knocked it directly from the top into the bowl of water where it's now floating, and then promptly steps in it and spills all the water. So her name is Oopsie, and we love her very much. We have 3 cats and a dog here in-house. Outside, we have a couple of kitties that stop by. We have a fox that comes by. We have Oopsie. I love her too. Look at her the other day. She's actually grown quite a bit. I realized that. This is her hydrating. We have a heated water bowl out there. So that way the water doesn't freeze and any animal is welcome to it. If you're in love with Oopsie, you may want to come back on the 1st of January when a brand new emote unlocking challenge will begin. That's all I'm going to say. I worked really hard on it. James left him alone in the office. And therefore, even though he was happily sleeping without a care in the world, he is now all alone. And therefore, this is animal abuse. And you all need to know. Here's a fox that stopped by the other day. This was my favorite because there was a pair of slippers that weren't normally there. And the fox was like, "What are those? What are those? Those are scary." And then runs away. And then comes back. And is like, I'm going to get a little snacky snack or a little drink. And then literally touched the bowl. Panicked and literally, like, he touched the bowl. And you can see the eyes. What was that? It's like when seaweed touches your leg in the ocean and you're like, "What was that?" He just was like, "Absolutely not," and just bounced. So yeah, you never really know who's going to show up on the camera. But that's part of the fun of stream, is seeing which baby. And this is one of our feral kitties that stops by. His name is Abrams because he is an absolute unit. He just got neutered. So he's a big guy. He's very handsome. Here, I can show you. If you like animals, you're in the right place. There's a lot of animals that happen here. He's very handsome. Yeah, he needs My Little Pony. Patch, that's enough. Thank you. No one's coming to rescue you because you're fine. You're just being whiny. Oh my god, what did this yarn do? What? Hello? But yeah, our cats came into the house all because they showed up wanting food. And I was like, bet. So our animals are an acquired collection. What happened? Not me inhaling my own spit. Sorry. Lurk D stream time, no worries. Yes, please enjoy the opossum eating cat food video. Like, D stream. Enjoy. And thank you again for the raid. Okay, where did I leave off? Okay. You do that too? And then, like, I irritated my throat because I coughed by choking on my own spit. Like, thank you. Thank you for evidently not knowing how to function. Look at her just chomping that food. What a baby. It's actually kind of interesting seeing some of the early videos that I have of Oopsie. Because her coloring has changed a little bit. Like, she's grown. Which is exciting. And it's somewhere quiet. Yeah, and you don't want people to think that you're dying or sick. Mm-hmm. Yep. Or like when you are literally like choking, like gasping for air kind of like, and it's like, it's just, I'm fine. Like, and again, you're around people and you're like, please don't worry. I promise I'm okay. She does. And I was looking at like the coloring, like her face coloring has gotten a little bit more adult like and less baby face, which is good. Evidently a lot of opossum babies don't survive like their first winter. So the rescue that I spoke with, who deals with wildlife rehab, not cat rescue or dog rescue, was like, no, it's okay. Like over winter, like, yeah. Okay. Shoot. Oh, I was able to snooze the ads. Ha ha. I thought they were going to sneak up on us, but I was able to snooze them. All right, cool. We shall snooze them. Her ears are twitching as she chews. She's just a little baby. I have no idea if she's a boy or a girl. I just notice when she goes down the steps that there's no little visible bits, but Oopsie could just be a young boy, you know, like I'm not sure. So we'll pivot if we need to on gendered talk of Oopsie. Patch, enough. Oh, and in case you're wondering, the dog has to be separated from the cats because he doesn't get along with the cats. So that's why he's being a big baby right now, is because he's alone for like 15 minutes right now. Yeah, there's a quarter cup of cat food out there that I guess Abrams didn't eat all of. They're good about not taking more than what they need. Like they're learning that they can come back. Hold on. Sorry, I had to use the mom voice. The one that like, yeah, it needs the mom voice. The one that all of your pets would be like, oh my gosh, I did something. Mm-hmm. He needed the mom voice. Uh-oh. Where am I? He messed me up. Look at her. Just crumping away. Oh, there goes the bowl. I need to get a weighted bowl for her. Bless her. Bless her heart. Oops. It's because she holds on with her little front feet to the edge, and then the metal bowl just like flaps her in the face. We learned all about possums the other day in chat, or technically we have opossums here. It's just that you don't often hear the O pronounced super strongly because of the English language. But, do you know that, like, besides being basically immune to Lyme's disease, and eating literally like a bajillion ticks every like year. They're also immune to snake venom. Whether consuming said snake or being bitten by said snake, there's only one snake in the world that can kill a possum. And that's like some some venomous coral snake. But yeah, otherwise they can eat or be bitten by poisonous snakes and be like, okay, and? And I love that. I love that for them. That they're just like, okay. Oh, it's water time. Hydrate. If the opossum can hydrate, so can you. I believe in you. Look at her go. She is a hydrating queen. Hydrate. Also, it's going to be stretch break time. I'm going to take the break so I can have my cough drop and hopefully make my throat stop tickling. I have like 2 more rows to do to finish this. So we're finishing this. So we're going to play a quick round of words on stream, get a snack, a drink, go to the bathroom, take your meds. Don't worry if you want to just watch Oopsie. We're going to have Oopsie still on. There she is, down here in the corner. So we'll play some words on stream. And I love Nature's Cleanup Crew. For real. For real. Like, amazing. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh my god. I just texted my husband. How big of a scoop did you put out? He goes like 2. I put out one scoop, and then if one critter comes by and I'm still awake, I'll put out another one. And if they come back, then they come back. But normally another one will come by. I'm like, please don't put out two. Like, Oopsie's just housing it. She's like, that was great. Okay, bye. Bye. No, it's okay. Like, part of me feels bad because we don't have, like, I need to get, what is this called? Oops. No, not there. Sorry, it's just easier to type that in and pull it up. Hi, clever guy. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I need to get something like this, and then I'll feel less bad. If I can also offer something like this that has some, like, actual nutrition that's meant for her, I won't feel as bad about her housing, like, two scoops of cat food. What a stinker. I mean, hey, you know what? She was hungry. I can't fault her. All right. How was your holiday, clever guy? Holiday was good? Good. It was good. We're visiting my family tomorrow. So it'll be, you know, Christmas part 2. But we had like a nice little low-key day here. Just us and the pets and all that. Which is always nice. Watched some movies. Played some games, you know. Okay. I think these are the last 2 rows. Heck yes. Thank goodness this is getting real fiddly. So if you're wondering why, like, the body is like this, there's wire throughout this whole body. That'll get bent into shape. So the dragon right now looks really long, but it'll all get bent. That's what, you can see, like, the end of the wire here poking out. So I just don't know, like, the shape that I want it in yet, so I wasn't bending it yet. But it does mean that it's a little bit like, controllable right now. Last row, last row. Oh my. just needed to let you know that. So I will not be here over the weekend, but I'll be back on stream on Monday at 3 Eastern. If you haven't joined the Discord and you would like to, please feel free to do so. You can also follow me on social media. I'm not wrapping up just yet. I just figure before people start heading out to have their dinners and things like that, I'd mention it now. I like to let people know a little earlier on Friday streams that I won't be here the next day. So I'll have a bunch of stuff that I can finally post on social media coming up. You know, like this is one of those times well, I have some plans for future stuff. But besides that, it's always hard when you're a crafter around the holidays because, like, you can't share a lot of the stuff that you're making because it hasn't been gifted yet. So, hooray, it's done. 108 rows. Snip. Oh yeah, we've been here for a while. We're actually probably going to raid soon ourselves. Welcome in. Okay. It's always fun to, like, just hang out and drop a lurk and see where you end up, you know? Never really sure. Alright, do they have a picture of this pinned together before the legs? I kind of just want to pin the head on the body. And then we have to figure, oh god, we're going to have to figure out legs. What shape. And wings and, oh my gosh, there's so many options. Oh, there's so many options. This pattern's 200 pages long. So, you know, in case you're wondering. Been a while, no worries, welcome in. Y'all are always welcome back, no matter how long or short a time. Always good to say hello. Oh god. Not the pin almost getting me. With that. Gosh, this is pretty. Look at this piece. That's a pretty, like, back. No, don't close the pattern. I've been good. I've been hanging in there. Okay. Gosh, and then there's all the wing options. I was just looking at... Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, like... Yeah, that's... Because this is where the legs go. And then this is, like, tail. Funky. So it's going to be kind of like that. Hooray! We got 2 pieces done. Now I got to figure out if I want it standing, if I want it sitting. Hold on, let me... Patch, shut up, man. So you can have them standing up. You can have them lying down. You can have a combination of the two. I think I like the sitting style. Like this. She is not in here.
Do we have Nature's Miracle spray in here?
No, it's in the breezeway and in the basement. Why?
Okay. Because somebody had coughed up food.
Oh!
Not a lot. My foot found it.
Oh! Smaller. Juvenile Dragon is smaller. I've made that one. I also used a smaller hook. This one I'm using a 3.25 millimeter. This one is cotton yarn and I used a 2.75. But the Juvenile Dragons are smaller. Just based on rows alone and like detailing, like the size of parts. They are smaller. I love them. I have the Juvenile Dragon pattern and enough of this same brand of yarn in different colors to make all the poses. So if you're looking for one, and like you could just, oh, like just a little shoulder guy, just a little shoulder scamp. Ugh, love her patterns. But yes, definitely smaller. I thought that the Meadow Dragon was going to be closer in size to the Juvenile Dragon. I figured it would be a little bigger because, again, the yarn I was using is not as thin as that, which is why I went up a hook size. But, like, the Juvenile Dragon pattern... Let me take a quick peek. Again, this body I just did was 108 rows. The Juvenile Dragon body pattern for like the, let me see that guy that I did. Is 88 rows. So it's 20 rows shorter. So it's smaller. Just like all around smaller. Learning how to make beanies. Nice. That's awesome. Oh, the curled up one. Yeah. They're so cute. Honestly, that's why I literally, like I said, I got enough yarn to make all of them because I can't pick just one. I haven't made them all yet, but I will make them all. It will happen. I have so many patterns though. I really need to like get working on it, you know? Because if I don't, it's never gonna get done. Okay. We're gonna wrap up for today because I'm gonna go eat some dinner because I'm hungry. And I have one last gift to wrap because I was waiting for it to, Hi, Emily! It's good. We made a hedgie. We made a blue, glittery, snowflakey sort of hedgie. And we finished the body of our meadow dragon. So overall pretty darn good. We made some progress. Listen, I can't put auto mod, or I'm sorry, I can't put F off Friday in my title. Twitch won't let me. I can't put it in my going live announcement. They like to make it weird. It was a good one. Yeah, we finished 2 things. It's the last Friday of the year, and we finished 2 things. I mean, granted, we still have the legs to make on the dragon. That's okay. That's next year's problem. Or maybe I mean, I technically have 2 streams until the end of the year. Maybe. Maybe I try and do it. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'll actually be able to. But maybe. Yeah, maybe Monday is leg day. Everyone get ready. You thought that all of the exercising was going to start in the new year? No, Monday's leg day. Don't skip leg day. That's funny. I don't know, Mary. Like, I don't know if the parentheses would alter it at all. Or if I could. That would be interesting. For 9 minutes. They really didn't want you to share that opinion, evidently. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have so many windows open. You told the truth and got timed out. How rude. Oh, hi. We're back. Do you want to say goodbye to everyone for the weekend? Artie, come here. Now that she's wanted, she's like, no thanks. Hi. No. She says no thank you, and we respect that. Hi, Curious. It's good to see you. Princess Artie. You know, hey. Some days I don't put my face camera on. Some days I don't want to be perceived. She's allowed. That's okay. So yeah, maybe Monday and Tuesday we try and finish this up. I have no idea how successful we'll be, but we can try. I hope that you all have a wonderful what are you doing? Is your bed not comfy? Can I fix it? There you go. She's just like circling. I hope that you all have a really great weekend. If you would like to join the Discord, hang out with us there in between streams, share pictures of your pets, your crafts, just chat, whatever. Come do that. You can follow me on social media. And hi. Goodbye again. I guess I will see you all on Monday. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to other people. Remember, you are loved, and I will see you all on Monday. Take care, friends.